Hi guys, my name is Brittany and I'm here to share you my art studio tour, and if you like it, go ahead and hit the like button. I will apologize ahead of time if this video is really long. I don't intend for it to be that long, but there is a lot of stuff that I have, so just bear with me and hang on because there's a lot. To start off, I'm going to move from this side over. So right here, I just have a nice little paint cup for water. In this caddy shelf thing, I don't know what to call it, I have like my stamps, my cute little flash drive, my Penguin flash drive. I have all kinds of flash drives. You'll see that when I go over to the other storage pieces, and an empty can of Dr. Pepper. In here I got paint brushes that I don't really use, like these ones, because I don't like the quality of them unless I'm just painting something that doesn't really need specific details or anything like that. Like if it's just a wash or something. Here's my mild liners. They're pretty nice. I like them. Below here, and I'm gonna move that out of the way real quick to get here, my spare Paper Mate flares. And then here are my Pilot G2 pens. You'll see as I move across that I love really pretty, colorful pens and markers and all kinds of stuff, but I'm an artist, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. So, this is where I keep, like, my art portfolio. I have a bunch of drawings and stuff in there. I could do a video later on about the, what's in my art portfolio. You can look at some of the stuff on Instagram. I usually post there. And a lot of the times I do post to my Facebook, like it's cross-posted. So, go ahead and check it out if you want to. I keep this is the type of sketchbook that I use. This is my favorite sketchbook. I found it at Walmart, honestly, like, and I don't think it costs no more than $10. Honestly, I don't even think it costs more than that. But it's found in, like, the Crayola section, or, like, where all the coloring books and stuff are sometimes at. It's usually on the bottom shelf. At least that's where I found mine at. So, I usually get a couple of these, obviously. Some of them have the pages kind of torn out because I was working on a project. I use the Canson watercolor. I'm actually dabbling in the watercolor. So, it's a slow process at the moment. I also use acrylic paper. These are my two character books. Well, this is for my tattoos. Whenever I get a tattoo idea and I need a reference, I use the Tattoo Johnny book. Creating characters, I'm working on doing like little characters and stuff like that. I'm not a very good portrait artist, but I'm learning. In time, I'll get it. This is where I keep my little, I keep these little fortune cookie papers just because I like them and they're really cute, and it's always interesting to find out what you get. I always do. I use the Crayola Super Tips. I have marked them with, like, my form of labeling, and in a later video I could post a way to do that. It's really easy. The only reason why I mark it is because the color that is on the cap is not always on the paper, like what it appears on the paper, so I usually have a color code system for that. My headphones. In here, this is like my little travel thing that I carry with me, like, everywhere, especially if I'm going on the road. My boyfriend can tell you firsthand that I pretty much carry that everywhere I go. Not, and then this is my awesome, that should not be in there. This is my awesome little pencil kit. It has all of my drawings, a lot of my drawing supplies and line art pens and stuff like that. This is my Staedtler fine liners. I use them in my bullet journal because I am a bullet journalist. Is that how it goes? I'm a Bujo junkie, if that helps. I use these pens. They're really colorful and stuff. I absolutely adore this cup. For those of you who knew where I used to work, the struggle is real. So hang in there, girl. Hang in there, guys. The struggle is real. So that's kind of haha funny thing that me and my friends, I found that a couple years ago. These are just my Papermate Flair pencils, or pens I mean. They're felt tip. Love them. If I recommend any pen, it's going to be the Papermate Flair, or it's going to be the Inkjoys, the Papermate Inkjoys, and then the Staedtler fine liners. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are just some ballpoint pens, some clicky pencils, just expo markers, just odds and end pens. And I'm going to slide my laptop over just so that way you guys can get a better view of this. This is, I gotta thank one of my friends for this awesome thing that I had made it, but he had gotten me these cardboard, like, rolls or whatever, and I am so happy with how it turned out. It's my Copic, I call it my Copic marker storage, but it also has my Sharpies at the bottom, like right here, and then my Bic markers. When I first started, before I got the Copics, these were what I had started off with. So even if you aren't huge with like all the supplies and everything, trust me, everybody starts from the bottom. You can't go anywhere without starting at the bottom, and you could tell I started at the bottom and now I'm here. So kind of funny there. I even still to this day use colored pencils for coloring. That's just me. I haven't used anything else except for the, I believe they're the Staedtler colored pencils, and I was not too fond of them all that much, but that's probably because I haven't really used I really haven't used them. And then this is just a project that I'm working on currently. Below is my printer, right down there. And then these drawers have paper and stuff in them, little odds and end things like washi tape and stuff like that. That red expandable folder, that's what I usually have my artwork in, like if it's my sketches and stuff. I found that's probably my easiest way of getting my artwork to stay together, or else it's everywhere and I'll lose stuff. I'm terrible at that. Down below I just got these little drawer or containers filled with like my novelty erasers and gel pens and Smashbook / journaling stuff. Over here's a lot of just journaling stuff and more colored pencils. This bottom one has just paperwork that I've had to do in the past. So yeah. And then I believe we can, oh, if you guys haven't seen it, this is my Inktober work from October of 2017. If you haven't checked out what Inktober is, go ahead and check it out. There's plenty of videos on YouTube about Inktober. I participated in it last year. I didn't really do a whole lot of days. I tried to stay with it, but it was, my October of 2017 was really crazy and slightly overwhelming, and it was perfect. It was. So, and yeah. And then over here, do not mind my bedroom. It's a wreck right now. So right here is my, I gotta actually change up these little drawer covers. Yeah, they don't match at all, and it looks gross. So, but I usually have, like, I have this little caddy, and then this, I'll have to do a video of this later, but I love it. It's awesome. Especially if you're in school. This was definitely my best friend. This is just like an art caddy. Up here is just lotions and whatnot. Before I open up this drawer, do not judge me. I've got a post-it note addiction. I love the colors, so that's kind of my spiel. Sketchbook. This is where I keep some of my, actually I gotta refill that, but all these little tiny pots of paint or whatever, they came in like a 20 pack, I think, at Walmart, and they're actually decent quality paints. They're acrylics, so they're really decent. This watercolor set, this is the one that I've been dabbling with. Not very good, but it's a work in progress, definitely. I think it's just me using too much water in some cases and just not having enough pigment. I haven't been able to use these, but I'm going to get around to it. I love these. These kind of remind me of the Finetech metallic paint watercolor things, except for I think these are, I believe these are acrylic. They have to, I don't know. I think they're acrylics. I could be wrong though, so don't quote me. Here's just a picture frame and some more sketchbooks. Pencils, extra pencils and stuff. Like I said, I did have a problem with flash drives. Now these flash drives, I was going to do a project and I needed a bunch of flash drives for the projects. So that's why I had those extra little push pins, which I love rose gold. It's such a pretty color. More pens. I do use the Tombos, but not as often as what I've seen other people use them. I do like them. I like the brush pen. I got these little pretty little pipsqueaks. They're really small and really cute. These are journals, and then on occasion I will pull out, if you haven't messed with the chameleon pens, this is what I had started with before I got Copics, was these awesome chameleon pens. They look really cool when you're experienced with them. So definitely use them try to use them before you actually go headfirst into a drawing and stuff. It'll save you a lot of time and probably a lot of headache. These are just the paints that I had bought. They came in a 20 pack again. Came in a 20 pack at Walmart, and they're the apple barrel. I always liked how these looked. They're very vibrant, and they don't have a, I don't know what you would call it. They have a lot of pigment to them, so that helps. These drawers are just, like journals and sketchbooks and stuff. This top drawer has just a bunch of paperwork that I actually have to go through eventually. Not very fun, but that is so far my desk tour. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, leave me a comment about what you want the next video to see. If you want me to do a speed paint, well, it wouldn't be really a speed paint, it'd be a marker, like a color with me type marker illustration. If you want to see more of what kind of pens I like, or my bullet journal and the type of supplies that I use close up, go ahead, drop a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like, subscribe, and I'll share more videos with you guys. Thank you.